Cancer, welcome back, Cancer. This is So True You Tarot. It's going to be another general energy reading for the sign of Cancer. So thank you so much for stopping by, Cancer. Thank you to all the old and new subscribers, Cancer. Y'all know I truly appreciate y'all. All right, so let's get started. Excuse me. Remember, it's going to be general, Cancer, so no, it ain't going to resonate with all the Cancers watching the video. So take what resonates. Leave some of the cards on the table for somebody else, Cancer. Energy is fluid, Cancer. Energy is reversible. I could be talking about people, places, or things. Okay, so place yourself where you fit in this reading, Cancer. Let's get started. Now, I'm working with some new cards, so please work with me while I work with these new cards. Because sometimes, you know, it take a little while to get used to the different images and stuff. But I'm just going to go by what I feel, and then we'll go from there. Let me shuffle one more time, and we're going to get started, Cancer. I'm working with the Urban Tarot cards today. And they big. So Cancer, you could be very loving, Cancer. I feel like there's a lot of loving energy around you. I feel like people like to come and talk to you. Seems like, Cancer, you full of love here, and you like to move towards emotions and love. People tend to probably, like I said, they might consider you like a therapist, Cancer. Like they love to come talk to you about what they going through. But it seems like when you going through something, Cancer, it don't never be nobody around. But this is the energy that I'm feeling. Sometimes I feel like you hear all these other love stories, or you hear people talking about their situations, and then you looking at your own love life. This ain't for everybody. This for somebody, okay? But you looking at your own love life, and you may feel like your love life is a failure. Like, you know, like I'm always helping other people, but, you know, I don't have, you know, good love in my situation here. Or you feel like what you going through is just not coming together like you want. Seems like you feel like when it comes to love, it's always either rushed or people want to take a risk when it comes to you. I feel like you feel like people don't really move correctly in love. You do. Your energy feels like, yeah, you got a lot of love to give, and you got a lot of love in your heart to receive love, but people seem to play games with you, Cancer, when it comes to your love or your emotions. This is the energy I feel like. You feel like people move towards you for some type of passion, or, you know, they had this fire under their butt when they come towards you, but it seemed like they're not really here to move towards the future. Seem like they just want something quick from you, quick action, you know, quick fun for somebody, you know, and that makes you sometimes feel like a failure for somebody here, you know, like why I always get the people that want to rush in and, you know, passionate for me, but they don't want to move, you know, towards the future or grow anything. This is what I'm feeling like for somebody. But let's see what else Spirit wants you to know, Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, you also are a bit, you know, you could be a bit sharp when it comes to your words. I feel like you know, you're truthful. You're truthful. And a lot of people, you know what they say about the truth, Cancer. They can't handle it. They don't like to be addressed in a certain way, but that's because this is the person you are. You the queen of all queens. You know, you're probably the empress. But anyway, you're the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Like, you have a lot of love to give, but you're not going to be, I feel like you're not going to be taken any kind of way here. You know, when it comes to love, you're not going to let nobody just come in and use you. And so I do think this is something that you emotionally, Cancer, for somebody here, you hang on to the failure of love instead of seeing the future of love. Okay, it's like you may not be painting a pretty picture here when it comes to your love life. Like I said, you see everybody else's love life and hear their stories, and you feel like, yeah, but my story is not painting the same. You know, it seemed like a failure, and it seemed like I'm always hung up on sad love songs or sad love stories, and it seemed like it's always some type of communication error. Like, people don't know how to talk right. They don't communicate correctly. It's always some type of, you can't, when it comes to, like, people don't, okay, let me get my words. Let me slow down, Cancer. It seems like when people move towards you, they move with passion and they don't communicate right. It seems like they don't know how to talk, or they make you feel like y'all cross words. Like, you saying something, they not hearing you because they too busy trying to be passionate. Like, they don't hear what you saying because they, I don't know why they're doing this. It's just the energy that you give off. You're very loving. They use you instead of using you for your emotional energy here for somebody, instead of hearing you. You know, it's like a bit of an interference when it comes to communication with people. And this is something you hang on to. Like you hang on to the fact that, you know, people don't really hear you. They just come to either take from you or use you for your energy, for your emotions, and they're not really seeing you for who you are. The queen, you know, the queen of emotions, of cups, you know, the artist that you are inside, the person you are inside. It might be just looking at your superficial looks here for somebody here, Cancer, okay? But let's keep going. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this. Let me shuffle one more time. Those got a little out of place. Seem like you have a lot of strength, though. You do, Cancer. You're very strong when it comes to your movements and when it comes to who you are. And that's one thing that can't be beat. You're very strong and you're happy. So wherever you at right now, you happy, even though you may be looking at your love life or, yeah, your love life, like it could be a bit of a failure here. So you hang on to the fact that you know, can't seem to get it right when it comes to love. But you know you're strong enough and you happy enough to find fulfillment for you. You will find fulfillment. You stay in this energy of being strong, knowing yourself, knowing your worth, and you will find fulfillment here. You will get to a place where you happy again if you're not happy, okay? But I feel like for somebody, some of my Cancers here, you already happy. You just tend to look at situations for what it is. And maybe, like I said, that feeling of looking back at your life, you realize could be a bit of your love life is a bit of a failure for somebody. But that don't mean you're not happy. It's just the love life, you know, is falling apart for somebody, or it doesn't come together correctly. And like I said, it's always this feeling here of people moving towards you, but they don't move correct. It's like they always want something from you. I feel like, you know, they want passion, or they want to talk to you, or, you know, get what they can get from you because of your energy. Like I said, you got a lot of energy here, a lot of loving energy, and you very open with your energy. And this make people move incorrectly, like they move after you, towards you for something, and they don't communicate correctly. They don't even know how to talk right when it comes to you. You know, they want to talk to you, but don't know how to talk to you is another energy I'm getting here. They don't hear you either. You know, it seems like they're getting what they want out of you, or trying to get what they want out of you. But I don't think they can, because you're happy right now for somebody here, Cancer. And they're not going to be, whoever this is coming in your direction, or the people that come in your direction, you're strong. You know, they can try if they want, but I don't know how much information or how much of your time you're going to be willing to invest in somebody that really not really trying to hear you out to begin with. Because somebody just really want passion from you, and they're not really trying to hear what you got to say. That's for somebody. You could be around family. You could just be having a good time, you know, even though you do think about your love life, you know, you still having a good time and you still happy. You could be strong enough to walk away from either a relationship or a marriage. Maybe you had to walk away from a marriage here, but you had all the strength for your happiness. Maybe this is something you had to do because it wasn't working. Yeah, it just wasn't working here. Somebody was trying to control situations, maybe control your happiness here too. Okay, Cancer, and you're not about to be controlled. I said, you know, your worth here. And I feel like, you know, you may have had to walk away from a marriage, you know, and maybe, you know, walk away from a situation that tried to take your happiness. Somebody was trying to be a little controlling, like they came towards you like they wanted to control your happiness or control the way you moved. Somebody always, like I said, they tend to come towards you for their best interest, Cancer. And these people not really thinking of or hearing you. That is that interference. They don't hear what you say or what you trying to do. They only out for self control. This person won't have a lot of ego, and they want to come through and control your movements or control your happiness. But I don't think that's going to happen, because you're too strong for that. You have control over your own life, and you have control over your happiness, and you're not letting nobody just come in and ruin that for somebody here. And I think you will walk away from situations, and you will leave relationships, and you will leave marriages, I think, when it comes to your happiness and when it comes to who you are inside. It's like, it seems like people just want to rush in. Prince. People want to rush in. A lot of rushing in towards you, Cancer. And it's like they rushing in to communicate, But then it's like they're not listening. I don't know. Somebody always want to talk. They want to talk to you. But it seems like this talk is all about control. This talk is going to be about your movements and how you should do it this way, their way. Ain't nobody got time for that type of talk. Like somebody want to come in, rush in with some type of communication, rush in with passion just to control the outcome of how it be, like so that you could listen to what they got to say and, you know, they could get what they want to get out of a situation. But I don't think you got time for that. I think you walking away from that. You know, you feeling like this person need to get some kind of help because they got an ego problem here. I'm feeling like somebody got an ego problem, a control issue. And you feeling like you strong enough not to fall for this. This person just wants you to hear them out, Cancer. They want you to hear them out. Hear what they got to say, you know, before you make a decision on walking away from this. This is how somebody feel. They said, just hear me out, you know, just hear me out. But they're not hearing you out, though. They just want to control this. You happy. I don't think you're trying to move in this direction towards somebody. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this, Cancer. There's this feeling here of this person just want to come back. They want to come back to have sex. Okay, they do. They want to come back for the sex. They want to come back for the pleasure, for what they got out of this situation here. You know, they may not want to be back with you, Cancer, but they do want to come back. And the sex was good. The passion was good. And it seemed like they come through with all this fast. You know, they was passionate about you, passionate about the sex, passionate about the relationship, but not passionate about where y'all was going and growing. It seemed like all they wanted to do was like I said, they want to come in with all this fast moving energy. But I think you got tired of this. Like, yeah, okay, sex is great, but sex don't build and sex don't grow. Okay, yeah, the sex was good, but there was some disappointments here. This person was at an ego problem. Okay, seemed like they didn't know how to control their anger at times. You know, and this was affecting your happiness. You know. And this is something you might have to walk away from. I feel like you have to leave this behind if you didn't already leave it behind. This person could be mad because you did leave it behind. Because you let that go. You let that, you still think about what you lost. You still think about your failures in love. But you had to let this go for your happiness, though. You had to walk away from controlling people that got ego issues, that want to control you, that only come towards you, Cancer, for sex, that only use you for pleasure, for passion. You know, and then they take risks when it comes to situations, you know, when it comes to finances. They could be taking risks when it comes to you. You know, they only show up to get something that they could get out of the situation with you, to get pleasure, to get sex. And this is something that you definitely hang on to. I feel like this is something that you really think about here. You think about you and relationships and how people show up in your life for relationships. Seem like they only show up to rush in and then they rush out. It's like they rush back in, they rush back out. They don't really want to grow and move. And when they do show up, it's for pleasure. You know, and you could be this is something that you still think about because of your emotions, because of who you are, Cancer, because you're sitting very emotionally knowing your worth. And when you know your worth, you realize what you accepted. What you accepted in the past and what you're not going to accept no more. And this is why you feel this way. This is why you hold on to your thoughts of your failures in love and how people show up in your life and how they move fast when it comes to you and how they move fast when it comes to sex. It's like, but when it comes to communication, they don't seem to hear you out. There's no give and take when it comes to the communication here, Cancer. So this is what I'm feeling like, you know. So whoever this is, it seems like they're not really trying to hear you out. They just want to rush in, do the rushing on you, Cancer. The rushing. And take a risk. They want to talk to you, They do want to talk to you and they do want to rush in, but it's only because they want to get what they want out of the deal. They want to get some pleasure. They want to get some sex. They want to get what they want and then they'll leave it behind like they did before. Or they'll go to keep taking risks with other people. To get what they could get out of other situations. Continue doing what you're doing, Cancer, because I do think you're sitting in the right energy here. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know about this. There's a blessing coming. You got a blessing coming, okay? So stay in your strength. Stay in your energy. You're going to get blessed when it comes to finances. I feel like you got a financial blessing coming. Ace of coins. You got a blessing coming here. And this blessing could come from, either it could come from you moving in a direction that's more beneficial towards you and not worrying about what you lost here. I feel like this blessing is not, it's going to come from God, but it's going to come from you, Cancer, making the right moves and moving in the right direction. And letting go of things that we lost, closing the door to negative energy, closing the door to remorse, regret, okay? And not looking at your love life like it's a failure or your life like it's a failure, because you're moving towards financial success here. It's like you're passionate about moving towards stability. And you're going to get a blessing for that, for staying in your energy, for staying strong, for knowing your worth and not accepting anything less and not letting people show up to control you or control your energy or take from you, because you're moving towards financial freedom here. Passionate about moving in the direction, strong enough to move in this direction, blessed to move in this direction, Cancer. You got a blessing coming, a financial blessing. Stay strong. You got a tiger here. You got strength here. Stay strong. Stay in your energy. Know your worth. Don't worry about these people that you left in the past, okay? Let them go. They wasn't worth your time, energy, or effort, because Spirit, God is moving you in a direction towards something that's more stable, okay? So you had to leave them people behind. You had to let that go. You had to go through this failure so that you could get to success. Cancer, I'm talking to you, okay? Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know before we close this reading out. You could have been heartbroken in the past, but that's why you about to get a blessing, okay? You felt like when it came to situations, you was the one always heartbroken, failure. You always felt remorse. You always felt like it was always about what somebody could get out of you, but that's okay, because Spirit is going to bless you with something better, okay? You can manifest love, the right kind of love. Somebody want to manifest you back into their life. I'm feeling like somebody want to manifest you back. Somebody that may have lost you in the past wants you to come back around, but I don't know if you're going for this. I feel like you left this in the past. You left a situation where it was because it was too much, because it was too burdensome, because you felt like it was a burden and you didn't want this burden no more, and you walked away from that so that you could get a blessing that's better for you. You walked away from a love relationship. I don't think you're going to manifest this relationship back. This fulfillment, I don't think you're getting this back. Or this person that wants you to come back or want to manifest you back into their life, I don't think that's coming back here. You have all the tools that you need to manifest a successful future, Cancer, and a successful fulfillment love relationship, but not with this person. Not with this person that want to show back up, because that control person, not with them. That's not going to manifest correctly, because God got a better blessing for you, a financial blessing to get you out of this mind frame of where you feel like, woe is me, remorse, where you feel like you was being held back because somebody was putting a burden on your back, Cancer, that you didn't need to carry. God took that burden off your back, so there's no reason to, feel regret. There's no reason to go through that failure feeling. Okay? I did say one more time. We're going one more time, Cancer. Then we're going to close this reading out. This is a good reading, Cancer. So, Cancer, somebody is going to try to show back up. I feel like somebody's going to come in quickly. They're going to show up quickly to try to regain some kind of control here. This person want to manifest you back, and they're going to try to play this game with you, moving quick, and maybe even, telling you, they could be telling you the woe is me, like how they hurt and it ain't been the same since you left, Cancer, and you ruined them, Cancer, and you stabbed them in the back, and you don't want to bring things back to the way it used to be. And, this person could be feeling some type of negative energy right now because you're not going to manifest this back. You don't want this back. I'm feeling like this person wants to just play games here. This is this person that's going to do the rushing with the game. And then you'll be back to feeling, like you can't get out of a situation here. So no, don't fall for this. Be strong enough, have enough strength to see this thing coming. Trust yourself when it comes to this person showing up fast and quick, and trying to put you in some type of heartbreaking situation all over again. You just got out of that. You don't need to go back into something that's going to have you in your feelings again, because they're going to do the Russian. They're going to try to play this game. But you happy. You happy, Cancer. You don't need this. You happy without this person. You happy without this relationship. You happy without this fulfillment. Don't let them control your emotions or control you or talk you back into something that you don't want to be in. Put you back into something that you're going to feel like all over again, like you back in the same boat. Do not go for this. You're happy now, Cancer. Stay strong in your faith, okay? I'm feeling like you need to stay strong in your faith and your belief that the outcome will get better, okay? And that you will find happiness if you haven't found it already. But I do believe you happy right now, but you happy without this person, okay, Cancer? So, Cancer, I'm going to leave you with this energy, and I'm going to see you guys real soon. Bye, guys.